For over 2 decades, bin Laden has been al-Qaeda's leader and symbol, and has continued to plot attacks against our country and our friends and allies.
1:25 p.m. President Obama, along with other top officials, formally approved the execution of Operation Neptune Spear. 1:51 p.m. Stealth Black Hawk helicopters take off from Afghanistan, carrying a group of 25 Navy SEALs. 3:30 p.m. 2 Black Hawks appear in the Abbottabad sky. Suddenly, one chopper malfunctions and crashes, but remarkably, all personnel emerge unscathed. 3:39 p.m. The SEALs have breached the stronghold, navigating their way to the 3rd floor. They are in a dimly lit room. They have found their target. A single shot is fired, striking Osama Bin Laden above the left eye, ending a decade-long manhunt in a matter of moments, which would soon impact the international geopolitical scenario were decades in the making. Let's dive into how it all came together. To understand why Osama bin Laden was one of the most wanted men in the world, we must go back to the late 1980s and 1990s. Bin Laden, a wealthy Saudi national, emerged as a key figure in the fight against Soviet forces in Afghanistan. At that time, Osama bin Laden used to receive significantly positive press, as well as support from the West, as evident from this now unbelievable The Independent article. However, after the Soviets withdrew, Osama founded Al-Qaeda, a militant organization dedicated to allegedly establish an Islamic caliphate. The turning point then came on September 11, 2001, when Al-Qaeda orchestrated a series of coordinated terrorist attacks on U.S. soil, hijacking 4 commercial airliners. 2 planes were flown into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. A 3rd hit the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, and the 4th, United Airlines Flight 93, crashed into a field in Pennsylvania after passengers attempted to overcome the hijackers. The attacks claimed the lives of nearly 3,000 people, marking the deadliest terrorist attack in U.S. history. This brought bin Laden to the top of the FBI's most wanted list. The hunt for bin Laden was immediate and relentless. In 2007, the CIA identified a man known as Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti, a pseudonym for Ibrahim Saeed Ahmad. Kuwaiti was a local courier to bin Laden, and tracking his movements became a top priority. It took several years of intelligence gathering and surveillance to finally track him down. In August 2010, Kuwaiti was traced to a large, secure compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. This compound stood out due to its high walls, barbed wire, and lack of internet or telephone services, indications of someone extremely security conscious. Over the next several months, the CIA monitored the compound, using satellite imagery and other intelligence methods to build a case that bin Laden was hiding there. They observed a tall man who they dubbed the Pacer, regularly walking in the courtyard. They were confident enough that this was indeed bin Laden. With strong but circumstantial evidence in hand, the CIA briefed President Barack Obama and his national security team. Multiple meetings were held to discuss the potential operation and its risks. The decision to raid the compound was full of uncertainty, given the diplomatic implications with Pakistan and the possibility of failure. On April 29, 2011, President Obama gave the green light for a covert operation to capture or kill bin Laden. The raid, known as Operation Neptune Spear, was entrusted to the elite Navy SEAL Team 6, officially known as the United States Naval Special Warfare Development Group, or DEVGRU. The operation took place on the night of May 1, 2011. 2 Black Hawk helicopters, modified to be quieter and equipped with cutting-edge technology, carried 24 Navy SEALs from Jalalabad, Afghanistan to Abbottabad, Pakistan. The mission was meticulously planned to avoid detection by Pakistani radar and to ensure the element of surprise. This forced a hard landing, but the SEALs quickly adapted and proceeded with the mission. The 2nd helicopter landed outside the compound as planned. The SEALs breached the compound's walls and entered the main building. They encountered and neutralized several of bin Laden's couriers and bodyguards in a series of swift, decisive actions. On the 3rd floor, the SEALs found Osama bin Laden, and after a brief confrontation, he was shot and killed. The entire engagement lasted approximately 40 minutes. Alongside bin Laden, 3 other men, including his son Khalid and one of his couriers, were killed, as well as one woman who's caught in the crossfire. The SEALs gathered a treasure trove of intelligence materials, including hard drives, documents, and other electronic devices. To ensure the operation's success, the SEALs destroyed the damaged Black Hawk helicopter. The team and the remaining helicopter then lifted off, returning safely to Afghanistan. The news of bin Laden's death was kept under wraps until all personnel were safely out of Pakistani airspace. President Obama announced the successful operation to the world on the night of May 1st, 2011 in a televised address.
Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of al-Qaeda.
The aftermath of bin Laden's death was multifaceted. It was a significant blow to al-Qaeda, both symbolically and operationally. However, al-Qaeda, while weakened, remained a threat, and the U.S. continued its war on terror. The raid also severely strained U.S.-Pakistan relations. The fact that bin Laden had been hiding in a compound near a major Pakistani military academy raised questions about Pakistan's role in his hiding. The Pakistani government denied any knowledge of bin Laden's presence. A senior advisor to Obama said that there was a real lack of confidence that the Pakistanis could keep this secret for more than a nanosecond. This was the reason the Obama government did not involve the Pakistani government in the operation. It was later claimed by a few sources that some Pakistani citizens, including intelligence agents, revealed bin Laden's identity to the U.S. officials. Despite multiple accounts of the raid and its preceding missions, one thing is for sure: bin Laden's killing marked the end of the post-9/11 frenzy.